I did cut this page I've been doing in the last video, and I found an image from National Geographic magazine, and I wanted to bring in some kind of magic, mystery to this creation, and I really love working in a journal. So let's see if it's in frame. Yes, it is in frame. Okay. Let's see what we do. And the main thing now is to see how I connect both of these sides. And how this is coming into playing at this spread. My first thinking was to put it somewhat in the back. Excuse me for my voice. So I will start doing this with some colors. Okay. This turquoise is almost in all my paintings lately, and this pink. I love using nature colors. In some period of times, there are certain colors that will get into my work. Lately, it's these two. I do believe in some kind of color therapy. I think that our brain in times needs some color. These are colors that I'm using many times. Because of this, I have the Posca pen. This color is a color that will appear many times. This blue I like very much. I bring in colors intuitively, but I think part of my thinking process, it's almost not thinking process, is based on some color theories of contrast colors, complementary colors, complementary colors will suit the mind, will suit the soul, will attract you in some work. So if I have this area that is all in green and blue are cold colors. So if I bring only one point of green, of red here, you immediately see that your eyes, looking at this, it makes all the area feel more interesting. And I'm looking for another example here. This spread at the moment has mostly cold colors. Colors from the same tone can go good together, but if we add just a little bit of warm colors, it's like this is more to the warm. This is more to the warm. Brown is something that is in the middle. Okay. I will try to talk about the colors while I'm working on this spread. We have black here, so I want to connect all this area in a nice way. So probably I'll use something between black and blue. See how it works. Sometimes I try something and doesn't look right to me, so I change it. But we'll start with some let's add some black. I need to buy a new black. This is it's not Kate's brand, but it's very simple brand. I've been trying now to record this video while it's still morning, and the air condition is not working yet, because the voice of the air condition, the sounds it makes in the background, I don't like it so much. Okay, now it still looks separated, so now I will try to connect it with the blue. I'm diluting here the paint, so the area of connecting will not look it will look more natural, more I'm using too much water. I want to leave this entrance, I call it entrance, even though that it's going outside, separated, so it will bring in some wonder to the work. So what is it? Why is it here? Etc. I'm putting too much water, just an early morning for me. I wanted to keep working on this spread for a few days now. I kept looking at it and looking for the right time for me to keep working on it and recording it. So now we have some kind of tone, blue tone here. It's still too wet. Let's see what we do here. Maybe we need to bring some white. Just to cover the transfer and be able to work on it better. Okay, now I can bring in some other sky tones. I opened the fan behind me. I hope this will not be heard in the recording. It's very hot here. It's very hot. Summers are very hot here. I'm living up north, and here it's less humid than in the center of the country, but it still is warm. Sometimes in the middle of the day it can reach somewhat 36, and with the humidity it's very heavy on the body. 36 is something around 100, I think, Fahrenheit. Okay, now I want to see how I connect this area. And what do I do with the trunk? I think I should leave it for now because it needs to dry. I want to start working here and connecting. Let's see. No, we need the white first. I can add a piece of paper here also that will connect both sides. I could have applied a coat of Mod Podge or some acrylic medium, and the white pen would have stick better, but I'm lazy. I'm not thinking ahead. It's not laziness. It's not wanting to think ahead. It's wanting to work with what I feel like doing. Okay, now the blue will work better. I'm adding the same tone in a few places, so the eye will connect those areas. There are more ways to connect different kind of areas in a painting. This is one of them. This is also having the same color on both sides. This can be minor, is also connecting. Okay, it looks better now. I want to enforce on the horizon line. What color what should I use? Let's try this yellow and use the liner. This is another way of connecting. I try to use the shapes I see here. I'm adding some movement. That's too big. Movement signs, marks here. It's nice. We can add it with other colors as well. Now I'm thinking what to do in this area. Should I make this look like a trunk, an heavy trunk, and this is like a magic opening? Or should I leave this texture all the way down? maybe I should use the smaller brush for this. Smaller liner, shorter liner. Maybe I'm already in the go with this one. Maybe I use other colors. No, it's okay. This is another way of connecting both sides with this pattern. And this is what I call a tension area. Tension, a good tension can bring an interest into the work. I'll reinforce this horizon line again with the yellow. I'm leaving this kind of raw areas in purpose because it lights up the imagination. I took a photo, I took some photos of olive trees here. We have a lot of olive trees in our city. And I saw that this kind of growth is sometimes you see in very old olive trees when because every few years they're being cut in some branches being cut out, so the growth is somewhat directed. So you can see this form of very thin lower trunk, and it gets. I will put. I will insert some photos in the video because I'm using my phone now for recording. Let's see what else can I can do with this yellow. A thin line can add a lot to the composition. And making areas, dimension, because now it's easier to imagine that this is closer than this. see what this needs. If I will shorten this, it will be for me less interesting than giving it. But now I need to do something here. I'll bring in more glue. Use this brush. This one now I picked because I like this color and I want to try work with it now. It's a different kind of oops, that's too much. In this case, it doesn't have any real natural look, the color that I'm adding at the moment. This what makes mixed media and art journaling very special. I'm not sure I will keep this, but I'm not sure I want to continue with this color here. I need to look at it from afar. I like what this added to the composition. I'm trying to establish some kind of waterfall movement. Okay, I will let this spread dry, and I will continue maybe afternoon today. It's not 8 a.m. It's now 8 a.m. here. Maybe I'll work on it later in the evening. No, I don't like it. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.